6, the American Legion Buckeye Boys State program has served as the premier leadership and government education program for young men in the state of Ohio. The collective energies of the American Legion and our volunteer staff make this program one of the great institutions of citizenship training and character development in our country. The program's sights and sounds each day and night are etched in the memories of each person who has participated in this program over the last 82 years. Tonight is our honor and privilege to stand before each of you to recognize the creator of so many of the sights and sounds that have become the signature of Buckeye Boys State. After 40 years with the program and 30 years as director of the Buckeye Boys State Band, our friend Richard Alberts is retiring as band director. In his years of service to the band, more than 4,500 delegates have played music under his baton. Each of those 4,500 delegates, including the ones in the band this evening, have had a richly rewarding experience of the program because of extraordinary efforts. Every one of us who has been through the Buckeye Boys State program has been embraced by the camaraderie and brotherhood of the Boys State experience. And thankfully, that sense of brotherhood extends to those of us on the program staff as well. We have all been privileged to be the assistant directors for Director Alberts for more than a decade. And in that time, we've been blessed to work with extraordinary young men that have inspired countless people with their beautiful music, which has become an enduring thread in the rich tapestry that is the American Legion Buckeye Boys State family. Director Alberts, we can never repay you for constantly demonstrating the value of friendship and the opportunity to teach us and treat us every opportunity to be a friendly face or an encouraging voice to those young men as a gift. There is no quantifying the impact of your contributions, and there are no words that can adequately thank you for your service. But tonight we do have a small symbol of our appreciation to present to you. We hope you will cherish it along with the 40 years of fond memories of this program. I ask my fellow Assistant Director, Dear Upshaw, to present the first of our gifts.
I'd like to first take a brief moment to share some personal thoughts before we continue. When we learned about Director Albert's decision to retire, we reached out to former Boys State delegates who were members of the band. We asked them to share their thoughts and memories of Director Alberts. One message stood out in particular, a message from John Waters, former director of the Ohio State Marching Band, the 1993 Buckeye Boys State delegate and band member. He aptly noted your genuine kindness and your positive influence on so many young men at Boys State. And while the other responses we received are too numerous to read now, I can tell you that they fall into three distinct categories: awe, thanks, and pity. Awe for your ability to quickly pull together a group of strangers of varying skill levels and backgrounds, all with a smile, infectious optimism, and a cheerful disposition. Thanks for your guidance, selfless support, and mentorship, and yes, pity. Pity for the future delegates of Boys State who will not be fortunate to know you, your warmth, and your humble commitment to the growth of every young man who has warmed these 170 seats. We are grateful for your passion and love for us, and we cannot understate or ignore your indelible mark on this program and the 30,000 plus delegates who benefited from your music. You are timeless. The symbol of a clock is universally understood to represent the timeless efforts of individuals who dedicated a lifetime of service to an organization. Tonight, we present you an engraved watch from the Boys State Band staff on behalf of the 4,500 current and former members of your Buckeye Boys State bands. It is engraved BBS Band, 1987 to 2017. Our friendship has been the theme of our thoughts tonight, and so we know of no more fitting tribute to you as our retiring leader than to play one of your favorite selections from our repertoire. As a graduate of The Ohio State University, the setting of How Firm Thy Friendship is one that best represents the friendship every member of the Boys State staff and every past and present member of the band feel towards you. In the words of your alma mater, time and change will surely show. Affirm thy friendship. Oh, hi, go.
me. I'm not going to be long-winded. They're no different than that. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you gentlemen, thank you so very much. Thanks to each of the counselors and so on. This has been an amazing part of my life. I'm telling you, it really has. I'd usually come to Boise State, for heaven's sakes, pretty tired from whatever was going on before, or the activities I was involved in. And when I would get done after working with these young men for each year and building a legacy, I think that is pretty, I'm very, very, very proud of. But I'd go home then about that far off the ground because they put me in that, it's going to be an amazing thing. I cannot say enough how much this makes me feel, how much you have done for me in my life. I tell you, it's just absolutely amazing. I knew very well, and it's getting more difficult as we get closer to the end. I told Jeff a while ago, I said he had a little problem even this afternoon when I was taking my shower. I knew it was not going to be easy, and this is not easy, but all I can say is from the bottom of my heart how much you really mean to me, and my wife will tell you just as much if she were here to be with us. But she's ill at home at this point in time, and praying for her as well. Like again, thank you for all the cooperation, help, support you've given, and I hope I've given you a little bit of something to take with you. Thank you so much.